So my name is Matthew Yaden, and I am the owner of NRW Pro Wrestling here in Arvada, Colorado, and I also own the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy in Arvada. I fell in love with professional wrestling actually later in my childhood than a lot of people do in this. I knew what it was as a child, but I started paying attention around, I think, 97, 98, my junior and senior years of high school. Kind of started following it a little bit, and then I met a gentleman that worked in the mall that I worked in. I worked at a Metabolife stand. He worked at the Beanie Wagon, they called it, which was one of the kiosks next to me. It sold the Beanie Babies because that was the big thing. He asked me if I wrestled. I said I wrestled in high school. I went and started watching those guys do the pro wrestling thing and just kind of fell in love with it by hanging out with a group of guys that did it. So it was kind of an accident, really, but an accident that I'm really glad happened. A typical day for me is show up to the school, usually between 9 and 10 a.m. and get the day ready, and then we start our first training at 11 a.m. We do 3 trainings a day, so we're going to train pro wrestlers at 11, 1 o'clock, and 7 o'clock in the evening, Monday through Thursday. And a typical day just involves a lot of wrestling training and personal training and managing kind of the whole operation from the training side to the event side. So it's usually pretty jam-packed with activities. The school right now currently has a little over 50 students. So we have multiple students of multiple different skill levels, people that are just starting, people that have been doing it for several years. So it's a wide array of skill levels that we train, but right now it's just a little over 50. So we have a pretty good relationship with multiple organizations. There's one in Salt Lake City called UCW Zero. We have a lot of talent that comes from Salt Lake to wrestle for us. We will bring bigger name talent, former WWE names, TNA Impact stars, Ring of Honor stars. We'll bring them out to do things with us, whether it's be on the show or teach seminars to kind of help make our guys better. So we work with multiple organizations to put on the events. A lot of the contacts came from my time working for TNA Impact Wrestling in Nashville. So I was there for a little over a year, and I worked in the office in talent relations, got to know a lot of the talent there at the time. I was able to wrestle in Ohio Valley Wrestling, which was TNA's developmental at the time that I was there, make some contacts there. And then just through the industry, calling people, booking them to come out, bringing them out. They have a good time and want to come back, or they spread the word that this is a quality place to be. So just kind of being in the industry itself and working with multiple people. This is not a hobby, this is a lifestyle. This is something that you must take very serious if you want to succeed at it and respect professional wrestling if you're going to get into it. Don't get into it thinking that just anybody can jump off their couch and do it. Find a reputable school. Find a place that has people that have made money in pro wrestling. Find a place that has people that have been around other professionals, and make sure that you're paying for quality training, because there's a lot of scam artists out there. There's a lot of people that will sell you on what they've done when they've done nothing. So just be really cautious of where you go. Once you find that quality place, make sure you give it the proper respect, and professional wrestling the proper respect it deserves. And if you do those things, you have a chance at succeeding. If you're a fan of professional wrestling, or you're just a fan of good entertainment and you're looking for a place to go to entertain your family and something different to do on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday evening, NRW Pro Wrestling is a great place to go. Experience something unique and different. Experience entertainment like you've never experienced before. You're going to see quality, top-notch athletes. You're going to see quality, top-notch characters. You're going to have something interactive that your children and that you can be involved in. If you yell, they might yell back. You can really, really experience this thing as more than just a spectator. If you are looking to train to be a professional wrestler and it's been your dream for a long time, or you're just looking for something unique and fun to experience and do, the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy is a great place to go. Learn the ins and outs of professional wrestling, from in-ring technique to character development to promotional skills, all the things that you need to arm yourself with to be successful in professional wrestling. You can learn at the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy from quality coaches who have been there. So if you're looking for pro wrestling training, look no further than the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy.